right. Hey everybody, Brian here. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a crazy week, but let's start off like I have been lately. We've got our global hero rating leaderboard sitting at 1.9 million, 62,395 rank. That's about 600 placement spots higher than we were last Friday, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Starting to slow down a little bit as I catch up with the upper crowd of the game. But we are trying to catch up just a little bit, just a little bit. And then moving on from that, just want to say thank you to a lot of my newest subscribers. I jumped from about 415 to 430 plus subs recently. So if you're one of those people, let me just say thank you. As I try to grow this humble little channel of me poorly playing this game, it helps because hopefully I would like to make a little bit of money from just streaming and doing videos rather than asking for tips or donations. But moving on from that, so we had AQ, which at least my group is pretty much done. Alliance War was in progress. Looks like it's 100%. Probably should have checked that before I clicked on the button. And we're going to do some Rintrah Arena today. So, Tech Arena level up. What's going on over here? Quest completion. 3-day completion. Yeah, so we'll start the morning with doing some arena, and then later on in the afternoon, we will do other things. Let me start off with a little bit of 5-star love. I didn't quite finish this Catalyst Clash Arena. I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night. Decided to go to bed instead of staying up all night.
And I'm just not seeing how to do that.
There we go.
I'm sure I could have.
So we'll just put up a couple 100,000 real quick, get to 2.5 mil, and then we'll move to the Rintrah Arena. But yeah, crazy week, crazy week. So I had something to do pretty much Monday, Tuesday.
You're good.
Oh.
I just had to share
Now on Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, at around lunchtime, right before AQ ended, right before War, was it War? No, I think the War season had like just ended or something. I was doing an incursion with an alliance mate, Jinx, and I had started to have a very infrequent and intermittent issue with my phone, where the sound would play, and you could interact with the screen if you knew where the buttons were, right? To open, close apps, do whatever you wanted to do. But you couldn't see the screen, right? So this was infrequently happening. After about like maybe a minute, it would fix itself. But it was concerning. And so I had gone to the phone store to be like, "Yo, can we fix this? Is there something wrong?" And they didn't want to do anything. They were like, "Well, we can give you a warranty replacement." I'm like, "Well, I just got a warranty replacement on this phone in like February. You gave me this phone, like, and it's broken. Like, this is the shortest lifespan of a phone I've ever had." Um, I was like I don't know if I really want to get a warranty replacement of the exact same phone because I had a Google Pixel 3. And because they couldn't warranty replace a Google Pixel 3 for a power button sticking issue, they upgraded me to the 4, which they weren't really crazy about, but them's the rules. So, I got lucky. Zero cost phone upgrade. But here we are like 6 months later. Well, actually not even, right? It's February, March, April, May, So yeah, we're 3 to 4 months later, and the phone breaks again, and I'm like, these phones aren't really batting 1,000. So they were trying to get me to buy new phones, which, okay, for me, it was 4 months ago that I got a new phone, but my wife, she's had her Pixel 3 for going on 3, almost 4 years now, right? So, okay, maybe it was time. They had a special offer where if we upgrade, we get half off the phones, right? So, two phones, it's like buy one, get one free, right? And I'm like, okay, that sounds good. And so we were moving down the path of getting brand new phones. And so we're like, okay, we'll get these. Um, and we were just, going through like, he was calling like financing or corporate or whatever. Basically getting the phone shifted over into our name so that they were usable. You know the deal. Whatever it is they're doing, I don't really know. It's a waste of time, in my opinion. But anyway, they get to this point where the person on the phone says that we can't have the new phones, right? And so this is when it got interesting because he didn't want to tell us the problem, but he started talking to like other coworkers and like his manager, and then he got like someone else on the phone. They were doing like this three-way phone call. Um, it was this giant circle jerk at the phone store, right? Um, and ultimately nothing was happening. So finally, he gets off the phone and he comes over and he talks to me and he's like, "Hey, here's the deal. Because you got the warranty upgrade from the 3 to the 4, um, it required it to be paid for. But the way the payments were happening is the cost to you was reduced to zero and the cost was absorbed essentially by Sprint at the time. Because that's who my billing and insurance were through, right? So, like, oh, okay, like I'm not paying anything, so I really didn't have any issues. And he goes, well, you've only had the phone for like 3 or 4 months, so the phone isn't technically paid off, um, but that's not your fault. That's a billing and insurance problem, and everyone on the phone call agrees this is not a you problem. This is a us problem. But until this ticket gets resolved by higher level management, which the current higher level management we are already talking to didn't have the power and authority to make this decision. It's been escalated to a higher level, and we're gonna try and resolve that. And I'm like, Okay, okay. So what are you really telling me?" And he goes, "What I'm telling you is that you physically cannot buy these phones." And I'm like, hold on, let me clarify. We're talking about $1,000 here that I'm going to spend right now, right? I want to give you $1,000 to essentially, like, I mean, it's sure it's not credit. It's like comes straight out of the bank account. What do you call it? Debit. Like I'm going to literally give you $1,000, and you're telling me that you don't want it. And he's like, kind of. So so that was interesting. I've never been in a position where I wanted to give a company money and they were refusing it. So so we decided to go down this alternate path of just doing a additional warranty replacement, which did go through, but it wasn't available at that moment because I wanted a phone like now, right? Um, Trying to do a little bit of streaming, playing this game, being an alliance leader, going without a phone for potentially up to 3 days isn't really an option.
Hi.
So my wife, frustrated with me, but also understanding, she was like, "Okay, fine, right." I'm stingy and frugal with money, but she also understands that this is like my one true passion. So she loves me enough to just tell me to do whatever I want to do.
I don't know about all that.
Love you, baby. um, so I was like, fine, okay. So I had to go essentially an entire day without a phone. But in the meantime, I made her mad because I installed MCoC on her phone, and she didn't like that I was constantly asking for her phone to do my best effort to finish the Cersei 4-star arena and essentially my um, keep my energy low while also doing a queue. It was it was a dangerous time, but we got through it. Hold on a second. I think YouTube's being weird. I'll refresh the screen. We'll see what happens. There we go. That seems better. Okay. So yeah, so yesterday in the afternoon, they were like, "Hey, your technically new phone is here. Come and get it." So I did, and I was doing my very best because I was very upset that his brand new phone was like bricking out so hard, so quick. Um, it's so frustrating, so frustrating. But at the same time, like it wasn't any of these people's fault. So like I'm frustrated and I'm angry, but you kind of gotta like bite your tongue and just keep your cool, right? Because these people they want to help you, right? They get paid to help you. Um, they get paid to sell you things too. Don't forget that. But you know, this guy Justin, he actually we were talking. He actually subbed to the channel. He may be watching. I don't know. But he was really cool. Helped me sort it all out. Very happy about it. Um, Not about the day-long delay, but it is what it is, right? He's got rules he's got to follow. We had a good time. Um, so I got a new phone. I got a new phone just in time to record a 6-star crystal opening video, which I did yesterday. I think I have 2 videos now that I need to post. Um, it was just a really busy week for me. I didn't even get to do all the things I was trying to do. But we're here today. I should be folding laundry, let's be clear. Almost 0 house chores got done this week. Um, and I should be folding laundry right now, but the wife was gracious enough to let me stream. So I'm just going to do this arena today, and then I'm going to log off, go fold laundry, enjoy some other people's streams for a little bit. But in the meantime, get to hang out with you. The I see we've got a few people watching, but I don't see any chat. Not that I need there to be, but I don't know if the chat feature is working or not. That's kind of why I'm refreshing it. Um, I just got a message from Putrid. He says, "Can you not see your chat?" So let me respond to that because I can't. I cannot see my chat. Do you have ideas? So, yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. Let's see here. Settings for the stream. Allow all comments. Save. Let's refresh the window again. It's not uncommon for YouTube to have issues occasionally with live streams. I'm wondering if this is. Wonder if this is one of those things. He says, other than opening the stream from YouTube and not the studio. Hold on. Let me let me do that. Let me go to the studio and then open up the live stream from there. It's essentially just a window refresh, right? So let's see if that works. Um, Still not seeing any chat. See, I thought that was weird. Usually somebody has said hi by now. You want me to go? Oh, okay. Go to regular YouTube and just watch my stream like regular. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do that. I don't often get to watch myself. This will be interesting. Hi, Brian. Should I like myself too? Uh, there we go. Now I can see some chat. Putrid says first, computer yet? Actually, I was gonna call you last night, but you I think were already streaming. Supersonic, what's up? What phone did I get? Google Pixel 4 XL. It's just a replacement. Amethyst Pool, hello. Okay, so yeah, I think I see the chat now. It's weird to watch it this way, but okay. Let's do it. Yep, yep. That's crazy. It's crazy that it's being like that right now. All right, what are we doing here? I just had a brain fart. Oh yeah, the computer. The computer. So, okay, Putrid and me sat down. We talked a bunch about some computer parts. Um, I maybe should have already punched the credit card through, but I have not yet. My intention was to sit down with the wife, talk about it, and maybe find similar yet slightly cheaper parts. Our budget build was sitting at around like $2,200. I was trying to get it closer to 2,000, considering that usually when I buy a computer, I stick to the 1,000 to 1,200 range. This is a much higher end PC than I previously bought. Not that I can't afford it. I don't like spending a lot of money. I really don't. Um, there's a reason why I'm retired at the age of 40. It's not because I spent all my money. So I have not bought it yet, but when I was going to start sitting down and dealing with that, some real life issues happened. The first one of the big ones was that my phone died. I essentially went 2 days without a phone. Um, it died mid incursion too. That's the worst part, right? Uh, but then also we had some baby appointments we needed to go to. We're I'd say yeah, we're about 30 days out right now from having a baby. So that's kind of cool. I was really hoping to have this computer before the baby gets here, but that may not be a thing. Oh no. It's doomed. Let me focus on this real quick. He's armor break immune too. That's the worst. This is like, unstoppable object meets immovable wall. Like they're both essentially immune to each other. Okay. Um, so yeah, I just need to sit down with the wife, give her a cut on, how much are we spending? Is this part required? Is there any way we can, get it on sale or discount? Then we got to talk about driving to the micro center rate. Um, I'm hoping that with a small delay, there might even be a cheaper price. We'll see, but I don't know. You were sleeping, it would have been out of it anyway. I'm streaming Abyss tonight. Welcome to come hang out in my chat later and talk if you want. Maybe. Typically when you're streaming though, it's like 11 p.m. my time or later. And while I've been staying up that late, like I'm usually being really quiet because everyone else is asleep in the house. Just go with the 30-50. You know, Putrid, actually, that's the one part that I don't want to scale back on. So, you're saying scale back on the graphics card. I'm actually saying no, let's keep the one we have. Uh, oh, you're going to be starting early tonight. Well, then possibly, possibly. But anyway, we went to this baby appointment, and the issue is that, I mean, I don't want to gross anybody out with baby talk, but there's this thing called the placenta, right? And it's been kind of in the way of the exit passage. And we've been monitoring it closely because if it doesn't move, then we're going to be doing a C-section. If it does move, then we could do a normal birth. And so this is kind of a big decision point deal that nobody really has any control over. Like you can't just push it out of the way, right? You can't like lay on one side and have it shift. You're basically, as the baby grows and stretches out the insides, you're hoping that it gets pulled up along the side of the wall and gets out of the way, which it has been. It has been. So, and it did. And that's what yesterday's doctor appointment was. We were basically there from like what 9:30 until almost 2 p.m.
Like noon, 12:30.
Okay, she says like 12:30, but we were there like all day with the doctors and the various tests they were doing. Uh, yeah, damn that placenta. I know, right? So everything's looking good. Our first daughter, we had a lot of complications and problems. The placenta has really been the only thing that's been causing us issues with this one. Emily kind of came out small, uh, percentile wise. This one is much more normal. So, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Just gotta, keep our fingers crossed, hope that nothing else comes up. Really? Okay, I guess I lost this match. Wah, wah, wah. You could scale down the motherboard a little more and go with a B550. That's funny that you mentioned that because that's one of the suggestions that a friend had made. Because I was sharing the specs around with some other techie people I know, and that was one of the biggest comments is that I could get by with that. Um, so decisions need to get made. There were also some other people saying that the water cooler, um, because fans are so good now, and that they've, it's kind of a decision. Do you want water cooling or do you want a CPU fan? Um, some people were saying that I should opt out of the water cooler and pick up a CPU fan, and that it would probably save me some money too. So that's something that we're going to be talking about. But yeah, when we're talking about only saving like $100, like then what's the point? Like, maybe there isn't a right answer. Maybe I just need to punch the ticket and buy it. But then, like we talked about, right? Getting the motherboard and the graphics card from the Micro Center and the case is probably where a lot of those savings are going to come in. But your time with me was not wasted, sir. Much appreciated. Um, I'm not the kind of person to rush into making a large purchase on literally anything. So I actually hate buying and selling homes because it all is done very quickly because the real estate agents are just trying to make money, right? And they'll look out for you for the most part, but when you've got particular interests and tastes, ultimately it's my money, right? You're dropping like hundreds of thousands of dollars on these purchases. Look for open box motherboards. That was a suggestion given as well. Um, not for graphics cards, but motherboards, um, even secondhand cases, like maybe one that got returned because somebody bought it and it didn't have the clearances for the cards that they had decided to use. There we go. I think I got punched too many times there. Look for open box RAM as well. Some people were advising against open box RAM. Um, I guess some people damage RAM and then try to return it. Uh, and the people who maybe do receipt and returns aren't necessarily tech savvy, so they don't really know. And so they'll put it back in the packaging, slap some tape around it, and put it back on the shelf. And then, of course, the next person that buys it, RAM's fried, broken, shocked, something. I'm glad we got this chat thing figured out. I could just talk to myself off stream. I like talking to you guys. Oh. You have two sticks you've been using for 2 years, going strong on an open box. Oh, that's good to hear. Um, I have unfortunately had a bad experience with open box RAM before. Oh, what's that about my wife? Oh, she's in the chat. There she is. She's not wrong. She's not wrong, guys. She's not wrong. All right, let's see if we can do this without dying. There we go. Takes Brian a solid 10 minutes to pick a loaf of bread in the store. He's going to need at least 3 years on the computer purchase. Okay. All right. A little bit of an exaggeration, dear.
You've been talking about this computer for 2 years.
I have. I have. I have.
Minimum.
I need more time, guys. I need more time. She's ugly. 10 minutes on bread? What are you thinking about? No. So here's the thing: is there is a lot of things, not just food, but just consumer product items that are just way overpriced for absolutely no reason other than people will buy them, right? Um, and maybe I take it to a little to the extreme, but if I want like wheat bread, that's it, just wheat bread, right? There might be like seven options, but the difference between the seven options could be a total of like $3. Like, would you pay $3 more for something that is almost identical, right? So I actually take the time to look at the comparable items, look at their price, either like price per ounce, price per unit, um, and I kind of do some mental gymnastics to figure all that out, right? Because like there's also bread companies, they'll make you a half size loaf, but sell it for the same price that the full loaf is being sold at, and that's just bread, right? Like, um, these are real things. Like, so I don't want to spend more money on less results. Um, I'm looking for a little bit of dollar efficiency there. Um, it's just me, guys. It's just me, right? Like there's a reason why I don't worry about money. It's because I worry about money. Ah, you want me to call you when I'm folding laundry? Okay, I can do that. I just so I wait for people to contact me because now that I'm retired, I just sit at home all day. Everyone else is like working or doing family time, and I don't want to like interrupt that. So I don't typically call a lot of people, but if you've asked me to call you, I will call you. Let's see. I feel like I've lost chat here. Hold on. The chat window is much smaller here. Let's chat off stream. We'll go over everything again, get you on budget. Well, that's just the thing is I don't think we need to be on that budget. I would feel better lowering the cost, and maybe waiting a week, maybe one of these things will go on sale or be offered for a lower price. Who knows? Soldier Sheep says, "Hey Brian, my exams were over yesterday, so I continued reading the book of mine. I too plan to finish those video games on the highest difficulty." The which video games are we talking about, Soldier Sheep? Because that's something I like to do, but it's not for everybody. And I think you might be alluding to something I said in a previous stream. You're currently at 80% of the second to last mission of Battlefield 3. Oh, okay. That's one I haven't played yet. I've heard it's really good, though, on the hardest difficulty. Yeah, sometimes when you're playing on hard difficulties, you've really got to, like, repeat the missions over and over. And you got to find, like, the perfect play. My wife says I have to pull out the calculator to figure out how much each slice costs in every loaf to find the best. It is not that bad. It is not that
Sometimes.
bad.
Sometimes.
I don't blame her. I do the same thing, and my fiance hates it. Well, because as the man of the family, and I'm no longer the primary breadwinner, to be clear. Um, I want to make sure that um, one, I'm providing. Uh, I can't say I'm providing enough money for my family because that's certainly not the case anymore. But I want to make sure that I'm providing value, right? And if it's complicated because we have some uncompromisable goals uh, when it comes to some of the food quality. We want um, we don't want a bunch of processed food with a bunch of chemicals. Let's just put it that way. So we are paying more than some people would for some of our food, but at the same time, what's the difference between organic A and organic B? Because sometimes it's because we spent $40 more on this packaging. Like, all right, well, I don't want to pay you $40 for the plastic wrapper that you put this food in. No, thank you. So I just feel it's important that I not be a financial drain, considering I have a minor financial contribution. True, I do that with ham. Looks at the American ham, looks at the same weight Trinidadian ham for difference of about 90. I'm not sure what TTs are. I'm assuming that's an abbreviation for your currency, for Trinidadian dollars or something. I'm sorry, forgive my ignorance here. Uh, yeah, yeah, especially yeah, like I would like to go with the cheaper one if the product is the same, right? It can make grocery shopping very painful, especially if you have a kid with you who doesn't want to be there. You just want to grab what you need and go. but you guys got to understand, okay? Like, I'm not trying to start a fight, but she's buying like $6 to $8 12 packs of eggs. Okay, that's ridiculous to me. That's the one thing she fights for, so I don't really push too hard on it. But I won't be spending $8 on a 12 pack of eggs. Just saying. And so that's kind of where that comes from. Is I feel like I need to scrimp and save in other areas to compensate for $8 eggs. The GPU market just went down. If you want cheaper, you'll be waiting probably another 2 months or so. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm glad that to hear that it went down a little bit since we last talked. I would love to get back together and see where the price point takes us. It's typically how men are with shopping for clothes. So I don't have a lot of clothes. You guys see me, like I'm usually just wearing monocolor t-shirts all the time. When you're wearing a uniform all day, every day almost, you don't really need a lot of clothes in the military. But I'm not in the military anymore, and so what little clothes I have, I'm wearing a lot more. And I'm definitely like I've thrown away more socks in like the past 6 months than I've thrown away in probably the past 5 years. Just because I'm wearing them more and they're getting worn out. But there's a lot of people that my frugalness comes from this too. There's a lot of people that don't have nice things. They don't have money. They don't have um, the means to provide to have everything they really need or want. So I try not to take advantage of the fact that I do. And I'm frugal, right? Like I will wear t-shirts even if they have holes in them. I may not wear them like out like to go somewhere, but I will wear them around the house or doing yard work, right? And I will get my dollar's worth out of products. It's not hoarding because I'm not hoarding. I use things as much as I can until I look at it and I go, okay, this is ridiculous. I feel like you talked about this before, but I got the memory of a goldfish, which is insulting to goldfish. What went into you retiring that early? Well, it's technically not. It's early by traditional standards. But the military provides a means to retire after 20 years of service. What a lot of other people do is they go get another job. Uh, in the case of me and my wife, she wanted a career. I gave her a lot of money that was available to me to pay for that college degree. And so now she's got a nice job that she loves. She loves her job. If I went to work as well, then a large portion of our income would start paying for childcare while we're at work. And so the thought is, well, if we're just going to pay a bunch of money for childcare and we're just going to be miserable because we're both working all the time, why don't we just swap? I'll be a stay-at-home parent. You can have a job, and um, then we'll not only save a bunch of money, but because I have a retirement pension, it's not large, it's sufficient. The big perk is the medical benefits, right? A lot of medical benefits that I receive being a veteran. So, like she's essentially replaced the income I was making, and then we get a little additional supplement from my pension, plus the majority of medical and insurance is paid for. So we're not in a terrible position, right? Uh, I could get a job. In fact, I could double my previous pay just by going to get a job. But the effort, the stress, the sacrifice of my personal time, some things aren't worth money. And this is we thought I think we spent about 5 or 7 years thinking about this decision, taking steps towards making it a thing. In fact, we were very afraid for a short period of time because she hadn't found a job yet, and I was within like months of getting out, like 6 months or less. Um, but as soon as she got her job, I was like, I'm out. Pull the ripcord. So, so that's essentially the gist of it. Supersonic is it is more cost effective for us and beneficial to both our lives for me not to have a job. So now I stay at home all day. She works from home. We're literally together all day. And her job is not very strict or demanding on time. So it's win-win, right? Like we are very blessed to be in our situation. Just get what we need and go. My fiance, when clothes shopping, tends to dig through every single piece of clothing. Yeah, same thing. Like, so I needed pants. I got out of the military and I realized I have like one nice pair of pants, 2 pairs of jeans, 3 pairs of shorts, and that's it. Like, I can't even make it through a week without re-wearing some clothes. So we went pants shopping, and I think I bought like, what, 20 pairs of pants? Combination of jeans and dress slacks. So now I'm good on pants. I think I could probably use another pair of jeans, but yeah. Taz, good morning. Says just throw it in the cart, BP. I know. You guys think I'm ridiculous now. I get it. Sorry. I It's me, man. It's me. $8 eggs, what? Yeah, don't buy chickens if you want fresh. Well, that's the thing is there's a lot of people who do around here have chickens, but in our city, it's actually a law that you can't raise chickens in your backyard. I think I think it was because people had roosters too, and the roosters became an annoyance to neighbors. Um, there's still people that do it, but they usually have more remote homes. Was there another reason, Beth? I can't remember.
It was just people weren't taking care of them. They were dirty and smelling.
Yeah, so chickens, if you
People
don't
for
take care of
cage.
them, they can get kind of dirty and smelly. There's some diseases that can spread. And so, a lot of people probably wouldn't take that level of care of their chickens. And
You
so I think
can
that was,
here, but you have to have a certain number of acreage
yeah,
to do so.
so you can in the city have them, but there's like so many acres of land or a certain quantity of land that you have to have. I don't know. It's one of those laws where I don't think it's like heavily enforced unless it becomes a problem. But but yeah, man. Yeah, that's a lot for eggs. I agree. TT is our currency. Yes, once I put that in the smoker, it tastes very similar. The aromatics and fat content are just slightly different, but not worth near 100% price increase. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, my wife responded. She says, I like to get eggs from chickens that actually roam around and eat like they should have to better have better quality eggs. I would get chickens if we could. Not allowed per city codes, though. Yeah, she likes the free range, pasture raised, organic with the no no chemicals or antibiotics, no fed real food, not like chemical compound. Um, yeah. Taz says that money management is key though, so I get it. I do prefer cage-free eggs as well. Yeah, and there's different levels, right? So if you've bought like these cage-free eggs, then like it could go from $1 extra to $6 extra, depending on the brand, and it's crazy. You guys have free range eggs around where you live? Yeah, I mean, you got to understand, like this whole better, healthier option food is a big thing in a lot of places, right? That's why companies like Whole Foods make so much money. It's because people don't want to eat mm, industrialized and heavily processed foods. Um, I mean, not everybody, right? I'm not going to quantify that with a majority of people. Um, but there's some things that people just when they're eating an egg, they want to know that they're actually eating an egg, right? They've got like these, you know, egg yolks in a carton, right? Um, and it might very well legitimately be a real egg, but some of those they're not, right? Some of those are not, right? When you turn the product around, you look at the ingredients list. It should say something like eggs and then like maybe a preservative, right? Um, sometimes they add a little bit of salt or they're out of spice, right? But when it starts adding like scientific compounds, like there's a point at which the food is no longer food, it's just a product. And that's something that you guys are going to have to figure out what's acceptable for you guys. Um, Everyone's got a different level of acceptability. But when you break it down to just real food and only real food all the time, your choices in the grocery store get really slim, and it becomes really hard because you start realizing a lot of the things that you like or love or that you would use, they they're not made of what you might think they're made of. Fred, good morning. Am I doing okay? I am okay, Fred. Just kind of recapping the last week and all of the problems therein. But if you're asking about my wife, the baby's good. If you're asking about my phone, I just got a new one yesterday afternoon. And we're also talking about a new computer, which I should really just kind of just swipe the credit card on, honestly. Putrid's got to go for a bit. Be looking around. Talk to you later. Peace, dude. Take care. Thanks for helping me sort out the chat situation in the stream. That was really weird. All right. So it looks like we've got our arena strength multiplier up to 3. I'm going to start putting in the 6 stars, and we'll get a round of our 6 stars in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many teams I have. Maybe we should keep track. So this is team number 1. I will definitely call you, Putrid, after I'm done streaming. I enjoyed our conversation the other night. So let's go. I'm curious how many arena teams I have. I've opened up a handful of 6 stars recently, getting a bunch of new champs, which means I'm obviously going to put up a higher arena score in featured arenas now with a single round. So I'm curious to what that new value is going to be. I think the last time it was 4 point. Oh, don't quote me. 4.3 mil, 4.7, something like that. So whatever I can knock out on a Friday is great in a single round. I do need to be doing some 6-star rank ups for sure. Um, I'm ready to do a Mystic 6-star rank 3. But I could have done Hood the other day and chose not to. I should really pay attention when fighting him more. I've just been rambling while pressing the buttons here. There we go. Hold on a second. Can't hear me, huh?
Oh, I can hear you. I think it's him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my wife's telling me that she can hear me through the stream. So I think that might be on your end, Fred. I'll say something in chat. Yeah, the OBS is taking sound input. I'm getting sound output from my stream. My wife says she's getting it on her computer. Yeah, it looks like YouTube's having some streaming issues right now. So I'm contemplating taking this Mojo to rank 2, just as a prestige bump. I just don't know. I kind of wasn't planning on ranking him up until he got awakened. But he does have a really high unawakened prestige. For the Mystic class, anyways. There we go. Thank you for the confirmation there, Pool. But yeah. So we've talked about a lot of stuff already, and I'm only just starting this arena. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the update. Uh, I'm getting frustrated because I do a minor, well, I do a fair bit of arena. I'm doing the Cavalier event quests. Um, I'm trying to do incursions more, but now we got battlegrounds too. Like, I don't have time for battlegrounds, like, and it costs so much energy. Like, I don't know. It's good that there's a lot of options of things to do in the game, but for a guy who never lets his energy max out, they need to find a way to speed up this game a little bit. Maybe don't make me punch through 30 minutes of menus every time I want to do something. Pool says, I'm not vegan, but doing that is good for your health, makes you think more about your food. Yeah, yeah. When being a meat eater, I want to make sure that the meat that I'm eating only ate the bestest of vegetables or something like that. I mean, in the end, so here's the thing is why is that food more expensive? It's because it requires more time and attention and care of the farmers or the yeah, we'll just leave it at farmers as a general statement. But at the same time, there's a large portion of the world that's demanding the cheapest possible at any expense or cost, right? And so, you know, mathematically, scientifically, it's cheaper to just, and we'll use chickens as an example, to basically just lock chickens in cages and just keep them sitting there, feed them, jab them up with antibiotics, and then just basically every time they lay an egg, it falls through the nest, it goes down the roller belt, into the pile. Um, but it's not really. I don't like saying that it's not humane because I don't know. In a way, it's not humane to just cage animals just for the purpose of mass producing, just to sustain food. Um, but at the same time, like, like That's their role. Their role is to be our food, okay? Like just like the tiger looks at like antelopes, like as far as the tiger is concerned, it's the antelope's job to be his food, okay? And we would look at chickens in the same way. So I don't really have a lot of vices about that. But it does make me feel better knowing that I'm supporting the farmers who let their chickens actually roam a field and eat real grass and bugs and whatever it is they eat, right? That we're not just chemically jacking our chickens up with hormones to increase size and growth. And you know what I'm saying? Like, treat the chickens like they matter, you know? It may be just me. I may not be the only one, but until the majority of the world decides that that's how they want their food to be before it becomes food, um, it's not going away. But it helps that more people buy these elevated cost products. Come on. It helps that they're buying them because it supports the farmers that are doing it, right? So if enough people want it, then the majority of the market in time will then farm that way, and the price could eventually go down, right? So hashtag chicken lives matter. That's right. Chicken lives matter. um, yeah, like I don't want to call it chicken slavery, but you know, there is, I think, some truth to the fact that the organic, free range, and not no antibiotic, uh, these chickens are probably healthier. They, I, I mean, I don't have any, like, I can't pull up a spreadsheet and say, oh, look, the eggs are better. My wife says they are. I'll take her word for it. Um, I mean, I believe it, right? I believe that they're better. That's right. She doesn't throw the spear for the special two there. Um, I don't know. I feel like I've wandered down a uh, a rabbit hole of discussion here that really has no point. Um, but that's the thing is you got to weigh your wallet versus your ethics here. Much like any discussion, right? Are you willing to pay more for more ethics? We returned at a poultry time. Nice. Good play on words. Um, yeah. So I don't know. How did we even get on this discussion? $8 eggs. Oh yeah, it's because I'm frugal and I'm a cheap bastard. Got it. Yeah, I just don't. I can't justify it. I can't. Here's the thing. Okay, there are two rocks, right? Let's say there she goes. Okay, let's just assume that you are a rock salesman, right? You found these rocks in the forest. They're about the size of your palm, right? Same material, same shape. They look the same. They feel the same. They do the same thing. They sit there, right? They are rocks, right? And you are now the consumer. And you have to decide, right? Because these rocks are priced differently. Uh, one is $1 and the other one is $1.20, right? So now you have to decide. You need a rock. The rocks are identical. How much are you willing to pay for a rock is what it comes down to. Um, and that's where I'm at. Like, if the rocks are identical and I don't have a reason to buy one or the other specifically, like maybe one rock is from Canada and the other one's from Brazil. I don't know, right? Maybe I want a Brazilian rock. Okay, well then buy the Brazilian one, right? But if the rocks are identical or nearly identical with imperceptible differences, like why pay more for the more expensive one? Like is it more because you had to dig deeper to find it? Did it require some minor amount of cleaning before you sold it? I don't know. That's the thing about a capitalistic market. It's ultimately the whichever one. It's not about which one's cheaper that wins. It's whichever one sells and markets better. Basically, whatever the customer is willing to pay determines what the actual price is. Oh, you know what? I should have stole some buffs. Not about ethics, but a video game stream, so it won't start. I can go on for hours about it. I'm already going on for hours about it. I've already gone down the rabbit hole. To save all of us from defeat in this debate against Ben, cut the rock, talk, Brian. I know, right? We'll talk about something else. No, not getting a Brazilian. I already know what she's gonna say. She's gonna say it's about the omega-3 fatty acids. I don't know. She says that regular bargain brand eggs give her headaches. Okay, okay. Yes. Apparently, I'm angering my wife talking about her expensive eggs. I just can't. I just can't right now. Jacob says going down a rabbit hole is just like talking with a woman. They both on and on and on. I advise Brian get earplugs and just say, yes, dear, you're right, dear. I already do. I already do. I know my role. I'm the auxiliary parent, stay at home father now. I know my role. It's to do whatever my wife tells me to do. Love you.
You don't even do that.
Oh no. She's called me out on my BS, guys. I don't know what to do. Anyway. So yeah, we got back to MCoC. I had an opportunity to rank Mordo up to rank 4 as a 5-star. And I didn't do it because I haven't heard anyone say that he's really that much better after the patch. I was a fan of Mordo before he got buffed, but I haven't really heard anyone say anything about him post-buff. So, do you guys have opinions on that? He's like one of the few Mystic 5-star champions that I don't have as a 6-star already. I'm like Mrs. Doubtfire? Absolutely. Absolutely, I'm like Mrs. Doubtfire. Everything but the, what do you call it? The bro? I don't have a bro. That's the bra for men or whatever. The fake booby chest piece he had? Not yet. We don't do that. I do wear an apron when I cook sometimes just to keep my clothes cleaner. right? Yeah, let's talk about that. So I bought a nice apron. It's actually right here. See, I bought a nice apron because the last one fell apart in the wash. And what I want to do is my wife has a Cricut. That's essentially a art design graphic tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find something cool, either Marvel or MCoC related, and I'm going to put it onto the apron, kind of like screen printing on a t-shirt. Just haven't done it yet because life keeps throwing curveballs. Um, the whimpering "I love you" cracked you up. I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you. I actually love my wife quite a bit. I think she is my better half. And so, now that I've retired and I stay at home, I've got a lot more appreciation for things she did while I was working at home. So I would say that me staying home has brought us closer together and given me a lot more appreciation for her, which I think she is very happy for. Not to get all sentimental here, but essentially, yeah. So I love my wife, guys. I love my wife. Okay. I wish she wasn't so shy because she's pretty awesome. She could come on here. Mordo was always that champ that's okay and great for buff matchups, but he just gets overshadowed by the Mystic champs who do what he can, but better and more efficiently. Yeah, that's kind of why I understand he was like the B tier Doom, or no, the B tier Symbiote Supreme. Is that the right word? He does it differently, but I think that there's some perks to having it available differently. Anyway, I was a fan. I liked it. I liked the fact that he blocked unblockable attacks. I liked that he could quickly build Furies and proc a regen occasionally. I don't know, just me. Just me. All right, where are we going here? Whew. Yeah, I just had a brain fart. Yeah, so I had an opportunity to rank up Mordo. I had an opportunity to tank Hood to rank 3 as 6 stars, and I didn't. I kind of held off. I know who my top 5 champs are for Prestige, and until I find one that can outdo that, I'm kind of gonna step away from Prestige rank ups and start just ranking up the champions that I want to use or need to use to tackle various paths and event quests, upcoming progress of the account. Yeah, but I've got my top 5 prestige champs. So until one is going to replace one on that list, there's really no need to do prestige rank ups anymore. I don't think. Something I got to keep looking at. Oh no. Did I really do that? Is it cake? Oh, the 1% special 3. Oof. We made it. Cataclysm, good morning. At work, but like button smashed. Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. How are you? Doctor Strange, hello, good morning. Having some technical difficulties today with my stream. I'm watching it like you would because the stream window would not show the chat. So it's throwing me off a little bit today. Boom. But yeah, just cycling through my 6 stars to get this 4-star Rintrah. Um, that's the plan. That's the plan. I was hoping to do some side quests today as well. I started. I usually am a huge delayer, but I jumped on side quest a few days ago. I think I've done like 5 or 6 of them. I don't think I'm too far behind. I just kind of need to catch up. They don't seem like they're all that hard. Oh, hey, you get to see some of my latest 6 stars right here. Just got a 6-star Kitty Pryde, guys. This will be my like first time using her. So let's check it out. Let's see how that goes. I've never played her before. I have no idea how to use her. Something about throw special 1 and win? I don't know. That's what I keep saying I need to do it and don't do it. I need to sit down and actually look at these champions and figure out exactly how to play them. I don't think I play the champions very well. There's a few that I know really well. I I could learn them all. I just gotta study it. That's what it comes down to. I dex that. Get out of here. But yeah, I did spend a day playing this game on my wife's phone, which is the area of the screen is much smaller. It definitely changes how you play the game. My timing for dexing was way off. I was missing blocks. Uh, it was crazy. I did not have a good AQ week. I used way too many revives and potions because of that problem. As far as I understand, Kitty Pryde needs a rank up to truly be effective, right? Uh-oh. Hey! I got lucky. I got lucky. I don't know. I think they did a really good job with graphical design on Rintrah. I like the special effects that Wong has. I just don't think his model is that good. Could just be me. Like his special attack animations, his special effects for his character, but the model, the base model of Wong, I feel is lackluster. Needs improvement. Ebony Maw. I hear people are starting to like Ebony Maw a little bit more. I think some people finally invested some time into him, and they're deciding that he actually does bang for quite a bit of damage. Uh, it's just an unconventional playstyle, I think. I'm surprised I haven't had a. Oh, I spoke too soon, guys. I was about to say I haven't had a death squad yet, but here we are. First death squad here. All right, how are we gonna play this? Yeah, maybe. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully, I don't lose the streak. That would be painful. Stop. She is being very coy right now. Oh, come on. Stop. Come on. There we go. Jeez, I thought I was about to die. All right, well, I definitely swiped back there. Oh, come on. It's something I love about this game. I'm also insanely frustrated by is that you almost have to play perfectly all the time. It's a very competitively demanding game. Wong just looks like a normal dude. A bullet on Monk's Robe just comparatively is going to look cooler. But I do get what you mean. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Might just be me. I'm not sure it is, though. I actually had a couple of AQ fights timeout this past AQ because they just weren't throwing specials. Like essentially doing what we're doing right here for like 3 minutes at a time. Jeez. Come on, dude. Pain in my butt. Come on, do some damage. Holy cow, War Machine. What's your thoughts on the Eternity of Pain? I have not even looked at that yet. Uh, because I went with a phone without a phone for like 2 days, I'm kind of behind the ball right now. I'm on track for arenas, my normal schedule. I know that I had my energy overflowing for quite a bit the past 2 days. Um, Trying to like recoup from that because I did spend a ton of energy refills last item use. So maybe I got ahead and now I'm just back on normal pace, but I don't know, man. Like I that's my frustration is I don't have time. I don't think I have time for incursions. I don't think I have time for battlegrounds. I don't think I have the energy for battlegrounds. Um, I know, first world problems, right? It might be time that I stop doing the lower difficulties of Event Quest. I think that that's going to result in me getting fewer units overall, though. I do get a fair amount of units from all that. I was trying to bait a special, but like I said, they're not throwing them. They're not throwing them again. I keep running into this problem. You would love to see me against the Crossbones? Um, I will try and make time to do it on stream at some point. Uh, I'm so far behind, guys. I'm so far behind. I'm trying to keep up with the household chores and play this game all the time. Something's gonna have to give. Maybe I'll just hire a maid so I can just play the games full time. What do you guys think? Should I buy a maid so that I could just sit here and stream all day? There we go. Just gotta make it through these death squads. One thing at a time. I think we've only lost one, two matches, I think, total. Ooh. Supposed to have a soccer practice tonight, right? Yeah, supposed to have soccer practice, but it's been raining off and on for like 2 days straight. The grounds outside are really muddy. I don't I don't know if we're gonna be able to do all that. That could free up some time this evening. Um, we usually get together Friday nights with a friend and a neighbor to do pizza, but they're not in town today. So who knows? Who knows what's going on tonight? Sonic says Beth would decide that. I got no comment. I nearly got nuked in the crossfires of the poultry debate. That's funny. Oh, come on, Supersonic. Don't quote chicken out of the discussion. That's a good one. I just made that up. Uh, this is so that whole egg discussion and organic and whole food stuff, like everybody's got their thing, right? That they're like super passionate about, that they don't compromise on. For her, that's it, right? For those of you that know me outside of the stream, we've talked privately, like there's things that I'm desperately passionate about, right? Um, and she's got things too, right? So that's her thing. So I push a little bit on it. I push back just a little bit, but that's her thing. That's what she wants. That's what's important to her. I cave, right? So the worst part is that I agree with her. I just don't want to spend the money. That's the root of the issue, is that I agree with her and I don't want to spend the money. So There it is. Good old Ghost Rider. He was amazing for the Cavi Q. By the way, Corvus Glaive, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer, absolutely the Cosmic Cavalier EQ MVPs in my opinion. There we go. We got a 3-star Rintrah now. We're going to keep going until we're done with these 6 stars today. Don't be egging me on, Perkins. I like it. I like it. That's good stuff. I don't like laying back like that. I start getting tired if I lay down. I'm old, guys. I'm real old. Oh, the local motorcyclist is here. Let's see who it is. Yep. About to like put a speed table out in the road, paint it all black so he can like hit it, go flying. Who put that there? I don't know. It's there when I got here. Yeah, so like it's not that like it's the middle of the day, nobody cares, right? But he he'll gas his motorcycle and blast the throttle as he drives by. Speed limit's like 25, right? He's easily going like 40 or 50. And he's doing it. He goes back and forth up and down the road multiple times between the hours of like 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. I'm surprised that he still like is alive, in my opinion. Um, Many of the neighbors also complain about it. Um, and truth be told, I've been documenting it. Every time he goes by after dark, I log a date and a time. And I'm creating like this profile of when and where he is on what days, right? It's probably around a work schedule or visiting his friends on certain days, right? Uh, so I'm gonna once I have a good profile, and I've got some pictures of the dude, right? So I'm gonna ask the cops, hey, just maybe on this day between these times, can you just come, sit in my driveway and just see what drives by, like I'm pretty sure you'll find at least one guy to give a ticket to, right? Uh, who knows? Maybe more, maybe more. But don't piss off the old retired guy. I've got all day to track your ass. You thought of rank 3ing your Corvus, but you're waiting on CGR or Herc. Uh, yeah, I've got a Cosmic T5C coming up as well. Don't have a 6-star Corvus, but I've done Surfer. I've considered CGR, but everyone talks about Hercules, and I'm thinking that maybe maybe I need to be talking about Hercules. But I don't have him yet either. Am I still benching that 420? Hell no, dude. I haven't worked out since like last summer. Um, I made a promise with the wife is that we were gonna start after the baby's born and she's up and around again. We are going to dedicate a portion of our day to taking walks, hopefully eventually, some jogging and running, and we're going to work out together. Um, it's going to have to probably come at the cost of some TV time, which I think is an okay sacrifice, right, Beth? Right? Yep. So we're gonna do that. No point in trying to establish a routine 30 days before a new baby comes. Uh, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, definitely not bench of 420, bro. I might be able to put up 300 right now. We'll see. Like, but yeah, creating a profile for Motorcycle Dude. It's more than just one guy too. I think there's two, possibly three different people. Because the motorcycles sound different, but it's the same times, right? It's like somewhere after 9 or 10 p.m. all the way to like 3 or 4 in the morning. And if they were just cruising or idling by, the noise would be bearable. But we're talking like straight shot down this neighborhood road in the middle of the night, so there's no traffic. These guys are opening those throttles all the way just to see how fast they can go. And they're just speeding up and down the strip, right? Like you're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. You're just driving in the middle of the night because you can. It that's there's not to sound like an old complaining boomer, but there's noise ordinances in towns and cities for that exact reason. Like he is the textbook individual that they are intended for. Um, and so I've got a little bit of a profile going. Sometimes I don't always hear it at night, which thankful for that. But every time I do, I log it, and I've got about 3 weeks of data going now. We're gonna get this guy. We're gonna get him. We're at least gonna get him a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Maybe I'll piss him off and he'll crash his bike one day. Who knows? You have a rank 3 Hawkeye and I Hulk, so that Herc synergies are going to be nice. I've been using Hawkeye in the skill CavEQ. I found uses for him. Oh, he's back. Motorcycle dude's back, guys. There he goes. Oh, there was a car coming, so he had to stop this time. He didn't just roll through the stop sign. Lucky him. He didn't lay open the throttle that time. But yeah, I don't care in the middle of the day, right? It's the middle of the day.
Speeding.
Well, yeah, he's still speeding, but I get upset because it wakes up my daughter multiple times throughout the night. Um, like it's completely unnecessary. It's affecting me. It's affecting my family. It's right in front of our house, right? He's blowing through a stop sign. He's speeding. There's kids that play on the streets. Okay, maybe not at like, midnight and 4 in the morning, but he goes back and forth in the middle of the day too. There's kids that play on these streets, right? Summer's about to start. How many kids have to get hit before somebody says and does something about it? Um, like I know that's dark, but damn, you know. Rumor is, some people know who he is, and I think I know where he lives. People have approached him before about this issue, and he gets like really confrontational, very rude, um, totally no compromise, no understanding. In fact, he just does it more after people have approached him. So I'm just gonna skip that completely and take it straight to the police. After I lost 75 pounds, ended up gaining 18 after I got ill. Started back working out 1 week now. Lost 2 pounds so far. Got a fair bit to go. Congratulations, man. I'm glad you're feeling better. Um, I know that you've been talking about doing your weightlifting for quite some time now. I don't think anyone would fault you for kind of falling off the train while you're ill. But good job, dude. That would be a solid 2022 comedy. Brian versus the biker. Bad to the bone. Oh, dude, man. I would suplex him with that bike. No, it's just a lack of respect and like zero decency from an individual to be one speeding, two like just then like this isn't just like okay it's a motorcycle, like this dude has custom parts on this thing that makes this bicycle or this motorcycle like ridiculously loud. Okay. um and he knows it. and he knows what time of night it is, and he doesn't care, right? If he was just idling down the road at a cruising speed, the noise would be bearable. We might not even notice, but he's waking me up, he's waking the wife up, he's waking the kids up, he's waking the neighbors up. Everybody's pissed off about it. Everybody wants somebody to do something. I'm in the position to do something, right? I'll sit home, I'm logging, I'm tracking the times and the days. Everybody has a routine. And then I'd just be like, go talk to the cops. I'll bake them a plate of cookies and be like, hey, I need a favor, guys. Hook me up. Let me help you fill your ticket quota for the week. I've got at least two, possibly three people you can write a ticket to. I mean, I don't live in a terrible part of town, but like my neighbor, I have a neighbor whose car got stolen about a month ago. Now, to be fair, he left it running in the driveway with the keys at like 5 in the morning. But like, really? You run inside to go do something real quick, you leave the car running to warm it up, and somebody just pops into your car and drives off with it? Like, that's crazy, right? It's crazy. Unacceptable. I was going to take this strife to rank 3 and decided against it now that I have Kitty Pride. So, I have no idea how to play this dude. I think I'm supposed to like phase and then hit him with heavy attacks while I'm phased. Let's try doing that. I don't know. Fight's over. Fight's already over. Sounds like the neighborhood bully. You ever heard of Rex McElroy? No, I haven't. I have not. Who is Rex McElroy? I mean, the only way to not get bullied is to be the bully, right? So, you know, don't let people step all over you. You gotta be able to stand up and just defend yourself. Everybody knows it, but nobody wants to advocate for violence. You don't have to use violence to bully back. Oh, now we got the lawn mowing service. Maybe I should get a lawn service. So like on Tuesday or Monday, I had an opportunity to mow the lawn and I chose not to. And the lawn has been wet with rain every day since. And now it's like really long and kind of looking yucky. I need to get out there, guys. This might be a lawn mowing weekend if it dries up. Yeah, going back to like rank 3 6 stars, I'm still surprised that I have another Mystic one already and that I haven't used it for like 3 weeks now because I'm not sure how I want to use it on. So like, do I just save for a rank 4? I'm nowhere near the what is it, 6B, T3 Alpha? I'm nowhere near those. So I don't think it makes sense to start saving. But I also feel like I don't have a lot of good options for Mystic Champions to tank to rank 3. I would take Symbiote Supreme. I would take Hood. Um, Mojo once he's awakened. I would take Longshot. Um, who else do I have? Having a brain fart. Story about a neighborhood bully. Look it up. Not telling you to do what those townspeople did, though. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. The Rex McElroy. I'll look it up. I got a feeling like this is like something I do know. I just don't recognize the name. We're on the uncanny team. Wow. You know, I haven't had anything to eat. That's not true. I had half a donut this morning. That's all. Half a donut, a soda, and water. Getting pretty hungry. I'm excited to see what we might get out of a crystal today, though. Usually at the end of streams, I'll open up some of these special monthly crystals until we get a 5 or a 6 star. I think the last stream or two, I had to open quite a few before we got a result. It was starting to hurt a little bit. And then, you know, I've actually been opening a lot of crystals lately. We had a Mystic Advancement, and I ran out of ISO. So when I run out of ISO for that color, I usually open crystals to add points to the event. And so I opened a crap ton of 3-star crystals. A crap ton. And it added to the ISO pool, but they're only like, what are they? Tier 4 ISO bricks. So it's not much. But I've been needing to pare down my crystal repository for quite some time. Leveling up these 6 stars certainly takes a lot of it. So, you know, maybe we're approaching a time where I'm going to be opening a lot more crystals on a regular basis just to feed myself the ISO I'm going to need. Because I'm certainly getting 6 stars faster than I can rank them up, that's for sure. Trying not to use T5B. Well, I'm not using T5B, and I'm trying real hard not to use Tier 2 Alpha on 5 stars. So that really drastically limits what my options are with respect to doing rank ups lately. Old man Logan. You know, I keep running into situations where he would be a great champion to use. I just never ranked him up. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to start using Old Man Logan. Oh, Chill, good morning. How are you? You caught me in a yawn. I've been streaming for a while now. Not really sure how long. Doing this Rintrah 4-star arena grind. Just getting a cycle of my 6 stars out of the way before I go fold some laundry and maybe clean some bathrooms today. What do you say, Beth? Is it bathroom cleaning day? Yeah. She's already said something about it, and so I know that I need to kind of like get on it. Oh no, Jacob, we're not going to talk about that stuff here. Come on, man. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, so I've been a little bit more tired in the middle of the days because I'm not as physically active as I used to be. So I'm staying up later because I only ever go to bed when I'm tired. And so it's like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I'm not tired. I've actually been forcing myself to go to bed earlier and earlier. Last night I went to bed at like 2 a.m. Um, yeah, I need to make that closer to midnight, I think. There's this unfortunate reality on the East Coast that the majority of the gaming community in America and in, we'll call it, the Western countries, right? They conform to the Pacific time, right? So staying up until Pacific midnight would be like 3 a.m. Eastern. Uh, you know, so it's just a natural gravitation and habit. But like so, but I'm still waking up like crazy early. I mean, I tell you I wake up at 7 a.m. and you're like, "Oh, that sounds like that's pretty late." It's like, "Yeah, well, that's after going to bed at like 2 or 3, sometimes 4 in the morning." So there are nights I'm getting like 3, 4, 5 hours of sleep at most. And I'll be able to do this for like 4 or 5 days. And then there's like just one day where I just crash and I just nap constantly all day. It's terrible. I'm completely destroying my soul by doing this. But I don't know. Having had to go to bed knowing what time I have to be up in the morning and just laying in that bed not sleeping for hours at a time, I hate that feeling. It's one of the worst feelings in the world to me. It's like, maybe instead of tossing and turning for 2 hours, I could have been doing anything else. And that's just how I see it. Sonic says that he has 4 T5B in overflow. It's between Ghost and Corvus, and Ghost is duped. I mean, depending on how good you are with Ghost, sure. But personally, I think I would do Corvus, man. I think I would do Corvus. In fact, I'm still rocking. I've only recently awakened my 5-star Corvus, so that's been nice having him awakened. But at the same time, like I'm hardly using him because it's about time I get a 6-star Corvus. Uh, I think that I will be much happier when I do. In fact, I probably need to like make another infographic of champions that I don't have. Here's the top 5 of what I'm looking for. It's been a while since I did that. Uh, there's still some champions on that list. I just don't have it all. Here we are, like streaming 2 years later, still don't have that champion. Um, kind of crazy that that's where we're at today. Like Hyperion, no Hyperions, no Hyperions, guys. I'm not allowed to have him. I did get Blade recently. I got Blade as a 5-star, and then I awokened him from a daily Thronebreaker crystal. So that was a very exciting thing for me. So he's off the list. I recently got a Vision Arcus as a 5-star. So that's a bonus. Still don't have a Gladiator Hulk, which I know some people say that outside of a Starburst node, that's the only thing he's really good for. I feel like I would have use for him. You think you're gonna wait? You don't really want to rank 3 either one of them? Do it. There's nothing wrong in waiting. Man, the yawns are catching up to me, guys. Tell you what, let me let me refresh my drink real quick. If you guys don't mind being a little patient, I'm gonna go fill up my soda cup. All right. Okay. All right. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, I think we've been streaming for. Where are we at on here? Does it even say? Yeah, it doesn't say. Streaming for quite a while. We've already put up 4 million points. You know, I'm human. Gotta get a drink every now and then. Gotta reset all these notifications for my phone. It's all been reset. Yeah, I'm gonna be really excited when I can get to the 7.5 million points in a single cycle of my 6-star champions. And to get there, just need to keep leveling and ranking them up little by little. We're certainly getting closer to that goal. Man, I wish I had a 6-star Corvus. I mean, he hits hard, and I had to learn how to play him effectively without his awakening, the cheat death mechanic or whatever it is. So I think that I could do a bang up job with him as a 6-star. Maybe I need to take Rogue up. I've wanted to. Uh, if you would have asked me who my favorite X-Men was back in the day, I would have told you Rogue. Um, Limitless possibilities, right? But I don't know. Not really my favorite here in the contest. Might be because I don't play her. Not because I don't want to. I don't know. You tend to gravitate, like when you first get champions, you tend to gravitate to a certain few that fill the needs that you have. Um, as you encounter new challenges in the game, you find out this champion is a good counter for that, and so you learn how to play it. And you're essentially playing like 16 to 20 champions that you know really well, and the rest are just kind of like arena fodder. Corvus sucks most of the time. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I use him pretty effectively. Uh, I will attribute Corvus Glaive to being the reason I became uncollected back in the day. He just was so good at the time. Even today, I don't think he sucks. I can't speak to Hercules because I don't have him. Can't speak to Hyperion, same problem. Uh, but CGR is a little bit more of a gamble. But when the mechanics all line up, he's essentially a food processor. He just eats fights and spits them out. Uh, Corvus can be in a different way. For Arena, he's kind of like a one-shot, one-trick pony. Not that big a deal. But if you're questing incursions, Corvus is great for incursions. Um, yeah, just my 2 cents. What do I know? I think I missed like the first few days of Battlegrounds too. There was like some stuff you could do to get some stuff, and I missed it because I just haven't had time. There's too much to do almost. There's too much to do in this game. That's what it comes down to. Probably didn't need that many charges. I'm curious how many more 6-stars we have. We're already at 4.3 million points. Oh, we are at the end. Okay, so we have one extra 6-star at the very end. Well, that so about 4.3 mil. That's how many points we put up in a cycle. That's good to know. Okay, good to know. 4.3 mil. Let's see. Let's see. Now, what are we gonna do? All right, so Catalyst Clash is done. We're halfway done with Rintrah 4-star grind. A little more than half. We'll call that 60%. And then what is happening here? So we got level up, and it's a cosmic arena. Okay, so I'm not going to keep doing arena just yet. Did we get all of the milestones here? Perfect. Those combat boosters are great. Okay. And so energy is about half full. We've got, let's take a peek at war. 100%. I think I already knew that. AQ. Looking pretty good. Good job, team. Good job, team. So we're sitting at 340 million points. I think, don't quote me. So yesterday, the bonus points was 14 million plus honor. So we should absolutely be crossing 350 million again. So that's good. I like that. Yes, sir. And now it's time to buy some stuff as soon as that glory rolls in later. I've been buying both T5C crystals. I think 4 or 5 T5Bs. I buy like 1 or 2 pieces of the tier 2 alpha, 1 or 2 T4B. I usually buy like 5 T1A and like 1 or 2 T4Cs as well. But that pretty much is all of the glory. So oh, we got a, what is it, 4-hour crystal? Oh, perfect. Okay, so we've got some crystals we can open for the stream. We've got 3 daily crystals. We'll just pop all 3. And it looks like we got essentially T4B, which is not terrible. I go through a lot of that. Let's see, what other stuff are we going to open? Go from last weekend. Okay. Got some 5-star shards in there. That's pretty good. Oh, looks like we got a 4-hour crystal to open. So I should probably reset these timers, huh? There we go. Don't reload the game. There we go. This game does not like to be minimized. That's for sure. But now it's like hung up on itself, trying to figure out what to do. Okay. And we're back. Sitting on these 4 5-star nexuses. Hopefully I can save them for a long time. Maybe do like a big crystal nexus cleanup at the end of the year or something. We got a max sig crystal we could pop. Here we go. Some more. It's a nice little chunk of 5-star shards. Thank you. Got some cav objectives. I like to get T1A out of these and T2A. So there we go. I got a nice chunk of T2A. A bunch of T4C. So that's good. Not a terrible opening there. Let's see. We certainly don't need gold crystals, that's for sure. I'm going to hold off on these map 5, 6, 7 crystals because I'm already overflowing on so many catalysts. Here we go. Okay, so these are not nexuses. These are not, so we're going to open these. So just a quick peek. I knew I had something spicy in there. We'll take a quick peek at our T5C crystal lineup here. Okay, so you can see that I'm 500 pieces away from a mutant one. And the next closest is Cosmic, then Tech, then Science, and then Skill and Mystic again. So what do I hope to get out of these two crystals? Because I think it's two of them, right? I hope to get Cosmic, and I hope to get Tech. I'd be happy with Science. So we'll go back to our crystals now. This is from the Alliance War season rewards too, which maybe I should have done a specific video for, but this was actually during the time when I didn't have a phone, so that was problematic. But we'll come back to it here. Yeah, we got two of them. So again, we would like to get the Cosmic and the Tech, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. You know, honestly, wouldn't be too upset at Mutant either, but we don't need a 25% crystal going towards Mutant, in my opinion. Okay, Mystic. So one of the least desirable results. And we'll put the second one down. I mean, they're all going to go to great use, right? Science. Okay, so I'm okay with Science. I think I said I was too, right? That's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot of T5C, guys. And then, so we do have these two 10% selectors, which I'm kind of holding on to for now. This is from the Catalyst Clash Arena. All right, so we got ISO. I would have preferred T1A, but you know, a little bit of ISO bricks does help from time to time. War Victor Crystal. Junk. Two Challenger Crystals. Junk. A Friendship Crystal from the incursion that my phone died during. We'll hold off on these quest crystals. Let's see what we're sitting on here. We've certainly got one, possibly two Cosmic Tech Dual Crystals. No 6 stars currently. I just opened one. You got a Science and Mystic, Mutant and Skill. We got a crap ton of Cav crystals and Grandmaster crystals. And then we got these bad boys over here. All right, where were we? I think we were, which one were we opening? Clause for Alarm was last month, right? I think. Anyway. I don't know. I forget. I forget which one's which. Let's do metal and mutant. We're gonna go until we get 5 or a 6-star champion from these. Like we normally do lately on these Friday streams. And while that's going, I'm going to do something in the background. All right, so first crystal is a 3-star. Next is another 3-star. Open up another one. Do alliance leaders get extra glory for completing the AQ? No. Not that I'm aware of as an alliance leader. We do not. Now, the alliance gets extra glory for completing AQ. You should always want to complete AQ, right? Another 3-star. I could take a 6-star domino. Let's go. Oh, what could we get? Yeah, thanks for the good luck wishes. I feel like I'm butchering the name. And Shinabi. Sorry, I'm probably saying it completely wrong. But welcome to the channel. Let's see. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense that alliance leaders would get an additional glory amount for being the alliance leader, because then a whole bunch of people who are trying to get the most glory possible would just be alliance leaders. And that would actually spread the community out even more than it already is. So, honestly, in my opinion, there's too many alliances, and every alliance has like 2 or 3 players, which are kind of like leeching rewards off the rest of the group. But in the interest of keeping the group full, they are tolerated. If I mean, we've seen this, like when you absolutely needed more players to be more active more often, those players were kicked more frequently out of alliances and pushed down to lower tiers just through the natural occurrences of the game. But since the AQ maps are getting easier, participation's gotten easier, the maps got shorter, the linked nodes have been removed, yada yada yada. The bosses have been nerfed. AQ's gotten easier, and so you've got all these alliances that are holding on to players that maybe aren't pulling their weight. I mean, even in my own alliance, we struggle with that problem. So, Cube Affinity. So we are not off to a great hot streak with these crystals. I don't know. Maybe my luck has run out. We would open like 1, 2, maybe 3 of these per stream, and we would have a 5 or a 6-star right away. But I'm not getting that feeling today. Where to go? Dear MCoC Crystal Gods, bestow upon me the 5-star. Oh. Oh man. Okay. All right. At least we're getting some decent ISO bricks and some 5-star shards out of these. Whenever will we get a good champion? I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting a little sad and depressed now. Watching me open. We started with what, 15? 15 crystals? We're down to 8 now. Your YouTube username means that you're the First Peoples and you're a native from Canada. Well, welcome to my channel. It's good to meet you. I actually stream because I like to talk to other people. So I'm excited that you found your way here to say hi. I'm on a regular schedule of streaming Friday mornings lately. And that may be subject to change as I'm expecting my wife to have a baby in the next 30 days. So we'll see if it goes up, or maybe it'll go down, or maybe the time will change. But we'll see. We will see. I don't think that last crystal was anything significant. I kind of just threw the next one on the spinner. I hope it wasn't a 5 or 6-star and I didn't notice. All right, let's see what we're getting today. Yes. Okay, so I've already got the White Magneto as a 6-star, but that's a brand new champion. So, we opened what, 8 crystals to get that? Got a crap ton of ISO, whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. That's what, 2 Night Thrashers? We got 2 3-star Night Thrashers. Yeah, we got our 5-star. So that's realistic expectations, right? Figured you got about 23, 24% chance at a combination of a 5 or a 6-star. That's what I do every stream. I just keep opening them until we get one. If I was doing that with Cav crystals, oh man, that would be an expensive hobby. But I'm a free-to-play player, so I gamble with what I already have. All right, so as for what we do next, I kind of need to get going. It's lunchtime. We're not doing a lunch date today, are we, Beth?
Probably not.
Yeah, we've been kind of going out to lunch all week, right?
Guess you fulfilled your obligation.
Oh, I fulfilled my marital obligation, everyone. Yes. But something I'm going to be working on is I probably need to hammer out some battlegrounds. We have quest completion coming soon. Oh, we need to do level up. Let's do level up before we end the stream. So it's nothing too exciting. But actually, first we need to sell off our gray ISO. So you guys get a little bit of a peek into me doing my leveling process. You guys want to know why I always seem to be overflowing with crystals and ISO all of the time. This is the process right here. It's not a big secret. I basically sell almost like 99% of the gray ISO, to be clear. And that's how I basically keep my gold all filled up all the time. I'm sitting on 56 million. It's been as high as 70 million before, but when you're only ranking up 6 stars, it gets kind of pricey. All right, so we're doing level ups. Nothing in the 1 star, nothing in the 2 stars, right? Game's kind of lagging out a little bit. Yeah, no 2 stars to level up. We should have some 3 stars here. And so at this point, after selling the gray ISO, I try to basically use up what's expiring first. So hey, look, we got a Rintrah today, right? Probably my new lowest champion. Let's see what's expiring. Okay, so we actually need to do red. So let's focus more on the red champions rather than Rintrah today. There we go, and looks like it's Squirrel Girl. I think that these bricks are too big. Those might be too small, so we'll take it to the next champion. Similar problem, but we had just enough. Okay, so there you could see that I got really close, but I didn't go over. And now I need about 85 ISO points to polish that off. So I'll just throw in a level 2 brick of the generic stuff, so I'm not wasting any red. Now we'll go to Moon Knight. And you're probably asking, like, Brian, why didn't you do a rank up right after you did all that ISO? It's like, well, I saved the rank ups for the advancement events. Double dip points that way. So, all right, so Moon Knight's all filled up. Go to the Panther here. Same problem. Already too full. Already too full. So it looks like I need some low-level red to wrap up some of these lower ends here. All right, dump some bricks in here. There we go. He hits pretty hard when he's duped. Yeah, I was very lucky to duplicate Silver Surfer early on in my 6-star progression. He is at rank 3. He's at Sig 20. He basically dominates my roster. I use him all the time, more for his like immunities. You like how I got the 6-star border around my face? It's just something that I pulled off of a Google search, and I just did a little bit of um, graphical art cutting. I mean, it's just a layer. Let's see, where's it at? Where's it at? I can actually turn it off. Here we go. So, boop. See, I turn it off. It's just a couple different layers that covers it up. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm actually on the verge of buying a new PC, and I'm thinking about doing away with the border and doing a green screen in the background in the near future. But I haven't quite decided. But I'm going to have to redesign the graphical viewing area of the stream here shortly, once I upgrade computers here. All right, so we're doing level up still. I didn't get as far in as I thought I would. Level up. I think we're doing 3-star skill, right? Phone's being like super slow. Apparently I have too many champions. So now we'll I think I might have claimed too much red. Whoops. That's okay, we'll use it up. All right. There's Crossbones. give Korg a little bit of love too. Although he's right there near the top, so we don't want to waste any red ISO. We could afford to put a little bit here. All right, now I did just dump a bunch, so I kind of want to see where I'm at on the progress for the event again. Okay, so we're at 30K. I think we're going for 48. Shang-Chi. We'll dump a few remaining pieces in. There it goes. All right, let's see what's expiring next. Out of all the colored ISO, looks like we'll do a round of green. Go back. We'll switch our preferences from red to green. And essentially do the same thing. We got a scorpion that we grinded out the other day. So there's 19. That's too much. That's too much. Huh. Maybe if I take that off. No, we'll put it back on. Yeah, that's just too much. Okay, so we'll collect some gray ISO here. Claim 2. We'll grab all of that, I guess. Apparently I'm running out of little tiny pieces to use. Which means I need to open some questing crystals. That's where I'm going to get a lot of those little ones. All right, let's see where we're at on the event now. We're at 37 out of 48, so we need to... It's about 20 levels of a 3-star, I think. We just want the ones we're going to level up. Okay, so Joe Fixit's next. Phone's lagging a little bit. There must be something going on. All right, so that's 18 levels. And I'm trying to tweak this in for the event, right? So bear with me. It becomes a little nuanced. All right, so we're at 42 of 48, so that's, we need about 6,000. Call that 12 levels. Where'd you go, Joe? Fix it. Oh. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to... I think there was a little bit of green we could have offloaded as well. There we go. We'll just stick with green for the time being. We'll do some iHulk. That might be too much, but we'll see. I feel like it's been a long time since I did any science leveling, so that's good. All right, so we need a little under 2,000 more points. So back to green. Back to 3 stars. Level up only. Hi, MCoC. I was really hoping to get an advancement event at the same time as the level up, double dip points earned, but we didn't, and we're not going to this time around, so that's okay. We're still not there, huh? 5 levels didn't do it? Oh wow, we're like, what is that, 360 points shy? Alright, I can figure that out real quick. Let's do this. Science, 6-star, level up. Oh, not enough. Okay, so we'll do a 5-star then. That's too much. That should be all we need right there. Yep, that's all we needed. And tweaked it in pretty close. I'm not going to obsess over it. Just trying to get those milestone rewards, right? You guys always want to know, why do I have so much gold? Why am I overflowing on catalysts? Why am I overflowing on pretty much every reward in the game? It's because I try to utilize them to the maximum extent possible, right? Very efficient in my resource spending. Much like the discussion at the beginning of the game about my money, right? Like, I have money because I don't just blow my money. Certainly not on this game, that's for sure. And as you can see, more gold, more catalysts, more units, more potions, more sig stones. Easy peasy. And so we started the stream at rank 62, 395. Where are we at now? Go leaderboard. So we went from 62,395, so we'll call it 62,400. We are now 61,940. So almost so about 450 rank placement jumps just by doing that level up. That's pretty good. And we got a new champion, right? So add the new champion to that too. And it took an hour or two. I guess the stream was 3 hours, right? So, climb the leaderboard. Get up there. Anyway, it is time for lunch. It really is. I'm starving. I haven't really eaten yet today. And we opened some crystals. We got a 5-star white magneto. Did a level up event. We cycled our 6 stars for the Rintrah arena. I'm going to pass the stream on to somebody else. Let's see who we got. Here we go. This guy. Copy link address for Chris LaFleur. You may not know him. Maybe you do. But there's a link to his channel in the chat. Go check him out. Seems okay to me. I've watched him before. I like him. Don't really know him as well as I do some of the other streamers, but that's okay. Go check him out. Tell him I said hi. I'm going to hop in there, give him a little BP raid. I know there's only like 3 of us watching right now. There's probably like 2 of you who are at AFK. That's okay too. But I appreciate all the people that came through to watch today. We had quite a crowd for a little bit. I think we had 10 or 12 people watching, so that was fun. I had some good conversations. We'll be buying a new computer soon. I'm going to be probably calling Putrid later to talk more about computer stuff. And I'm going to have lunch with the wife, guys. Take care, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.